Alright, good day yogis. This is Stephen Chen coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. My preferred way of payment is Venmo, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and my 4-digit ID code is 8096. Classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. So I stream on Instagram and Facebook, and then they are saved on my archives. I do have a YouTube channel as well, Simha Yoga Lab, and the quality of the videos are a lot better there. So if you're looking for a class and you're having a difficult time with the video of Instagram and Facebook, go to YouTube instead. You might have a better experience there. Also, you can always pull up the videos onto your smart TVs, right? And so you have a bigger screen to work with. So that might be a nice option as well. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. For those of you who are new to my practice, welcome. Please note that I give a lot of variations, and if I'm working on something that's a little bit out of your range, please pull back and make some good decisions about not pushing yourself too far and hurting yourself, especially if you have any special conditions or if you have any existing injuries. Please let's practice safely so that we don't perpetuate or incur any new injuries, right? So let's have a safe, long practice, and because we'll be practicing for the rest of our lives, right? So make sure that you take care of yourselves. All right, for those of you who have tighter hips, you might want to elevate and sit up on a block or blankets, right? So elevated seat will make it a little bit more accessible for your hips and your lower back. I think it's quite a nice way to just take an extended cross-legged position, right? So let's sit up tall, cross-legged, let the palms face up, fingers come together, mudra, thumb and index fingers touching, the other fingers are all extended. Resting, the hands gently on top of the knees, elbows alongside the ribs. Allow the shoulders to broaden, lips touch, eyes closed. And start to center the breath. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Start to elongate through the breath with the mind quiet. And through the inhale, let the crown of the head reach upwards toward the sky. Let the spine lengthen. And with the exhale, ground evenly through your seat. Inhaling again, expansion of your lungs in all directions. And then with the exhale, empty it all out. Continue to take the next few breaths at your own pace. And whenever you're ready, Ujjayi breath, oceans breathing. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something, but to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which we practice yoga. Call a response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitraha. Yaha smarit pudrikaksham, pudrikaksham, sapahya, sapahya, bihyendraha, bihyendraha, suchihi, suchihi. Starting to open the eyes, palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongating through the left side of the neck. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then the chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side, roll it back. Opposite side, roll the center. Take a few more rounds at your own pace. And take the chin back to center and pause. And then the opposite direction. And then back to center again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Coming off your blocks, extend the legs forward, separating the feet. Hands to support to either side of you, sitting on top. Let the shoulders gently draw back, and then turn your toes toward each other. And roll out, draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Back to center, switch them around. And then take it back to center again. Cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Raise the arms up high, extend. Exhale, twisting to the right. Back to center, arms up. Exhale, other side. Center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Back center, other side. Back to center again, legs forward, forward fold. Take it back up. Legs back behind you. Let's come to your hands and your knees. Taking some cat-cows. Hands about shoulders width, fingers wide spread, shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Inhale, draw the navel down, raise your tail, raise back and back. Exhale, rounding of the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Walk your right hand, one hand print further forward, one hand print with your left hand. Roll the eyes and the elbows forward so that when you bend the elbows, they draw back in space and down toward the floor, almost touching down, and then lengthen out the arms. Bend the elbows to almost touch all the way down, lengthen it back out. One more. Bend the elbows and lift. Walk your left hand, one hand bring wider. Walk your right hand to match your left. Same thing. Eyes at the elbows, roll forward. Draw the elbows almost all the way down, both of them, and then lengthen. Bend and lengthen. This time, bend and hold. You're maybe about 2 inches off the floor. Keep the upper back wrapping to open. Keep the eyes and the elbows rolling forward. And by now, you should start to feel the triceps. Make sure you continue to press your thumbs and your index fingers to the floor. Try not to let the palms come away from the floor. For another 2 and 1. Lengthen back out. And then if you have it, take one more hand print forward and then draw the chest and the chin toward the floor. Keep the tail tipping up toward the sky, puppy pose. Press into your hands, lift back up, Walk your hands back in, down dog. Tuck the toes, lifting the knees. Pedal out the legs. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. On the exhale, draw the right knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Kick it up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Extend the right foot back up, step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Take the back heel to ground down and raise the arms up high. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up. Bend front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale up, keep the arms up, then bend the front knee, coming back to your warrior one. Open it up for warrior two. Same thing here. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Right arm reaching up and back. Support with the left hand to the left leg. Exhale, side angle. Take the right arm to tap the right leg to modify, or you can take the right hand directly to the floor. Go ahead and take it, and then left arm reaching up, side angle. If you want to add extra intensity, press your right arm to the inner right knee back into your arms, and then that will give you a lot more activity into the leg and into the arm. Inhale, take it all the way back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Tip the left hip back, reach your right hand further. So you can take the right hand higher up on the shin, or slide it slightly down, and then if you can take the right hand directly to the floor, that is the full expression of your triangle, left arm up. Inhale, take it all the way back up. Reverse triangle, and then bend in the front knee, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back, plank, lower all the way down to the belly. On the inhale, lift up for baby cobra, continue to lift halfway, continue to lift all the way, and then bend the elbows slowly, start to lower down. We'll take that 3 times. On the inhale, lift up, baby cobra, halfway up, and then all the way up, and then bend the elbows and slowly make your way down halfway, baby cobra, and then just hovering, last one. Inhale, lift, baby cobra, halfway up, all the way up, and then on the exhale, bending the elbows, lower down halfway, baby cobra, all the way down, child's pose. Draw the seat toward the heels, and fold forward. Keeping the hands as they are, inhale, take it up, tuck the toes under, shift forward, bend the elbows for an assisted push-up, and then press it back up, take the seat toward the heels. So keep your toes tucked under for this one. Inhale, come up, draw forward, bend the elbows for the assisted chaturanga, press it back up, assisted plank, and take it back to the tuck toe child's pose. One more time. Inhale, come up, forward into plank, chaturanga, press back up into plank, take it back to child's pose, and then down dog. Inhale, left heel up to sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Kick it up, open up the hips and bend the left knee. Extend left foot back up, stepping it forward, warrior one. Back heel comes down, arms up high. Inhale, lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale up, keep the arms up, bend the front knee, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Same thing here, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Right hand support to the right leg, left arm reaching up and back for the left side stretch. Exhale, side angle. Modifying, elbow to top of the knee, or left hand directly to the floor. Right arm up, and this is your side angle. And again, if you're looking for more intensity, press your left arm to the inner left knee back into your arms, and using that resistance to give you more activity into your left leg. Inhale, take it all the way back up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Tip the right hip back, reach left hand forward. The left hand can go higher up on the shin, slide it down, or directly to the floor. Right arm reaching up, triangle. Take it back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot steps back, plank. Lower all the way down to the belly, hands alongside the rib cage. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra, holding here, elbows drawn back, let the shoulders broaden, and upper back engaging toward each other. Press into your hands, lift up a little higher, this is about halfway up. Elbows continue to grow back, keep broadening. And then press into your hands, come all the way up, Bhujangasana, holding it here. Fullest extension of your arms if you can, and then if you're not so flexible, elbows bending, stay there, it's fine. Shoulders broadening, looking forward. And start to make your way back down. And then child's pose. As you lift back up, tuck your toes. Shift forward through the plank, bend the elbows, assist to chaturanga, press back up, assist the plank, and take it back to tuck toe, child's pose. 2 more times. Inhale, come up and forward, bending the elbows. Press it back up, take it back to child's pose. 1 more. Inhale up and forward, chaturanga. Press it back up, take it back to tuck toe, child's pose, and then down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee toward the nose and round. Kick it up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Right knee to the outside with the right arm to touch. Kick it back up. Step the right foot forward, warrior 1. Left hand to catch your right wrist. Extend up and side bend to your left. Take it back up to center, switch hands, extend, side bending to the right. Take it back up to center, wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, lift up, gaze upwards. And then bow forward, devotional warrior. Inhale, take it back up. Warrior 1, reaching arms forward. Take the right hand behind you, left arm forward. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Stay there, twisting to the right. Lean forward. Hook the left arm to outer right knee and twist. Take it all the way back up and around. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Right elbow to top of the leg for your modified position. Right hand to the floor for the full position. The left palm to face down and reach forward. Taking big circles with the left arm. Reach up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward into a half bind, left hand behind you, lean the upper torso back, stack your shoulders and look up. Stay there in a half bind, but take the right arm underneath the right leg for the full bind. Begin to release. Take it back up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, tip the left hip back, reach your right hand forward. Again, hand to top of shin, take it slightly further down, or right hand directly to the floor. Left palm to face down and reach forward. Alright, so this time we'll arc your left hand. Out to left side and behind you. Out to left side and overhead. Out to left, behind you. Out to left, overhead. Out to left, behind you. Out to left, overhead. Stay there, extending with the left arm. Then raise your right arm to parallel your left. Your torso will come up a little higher and holding it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee to the outside with the left arm in touch. Kick it back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior 1. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Take the non-dominant thumb on top. Lift up, gaze upwards. And then bow forward. Devotional warrior. Take it all the way back up. Warrior 1. Reach your arms forward. Left hand wraps behind you. Right arm reaching forward. Inhale here. Exhale, twist left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Stay twisting. Lean forward. Hook the right arm to our left leg. And twist deeper. Inhale, take it up and around. Reverse warrior. Exhale. Side angle. Left elbow to top the knee or left hand to the floor. Right arm up, right palm to face down and reach forward. Big circles with the right arm up, back, down, forward. Up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward, into a half bind. Right arm up and behind you. If your shoulders are tight, stay here. Just expand the front of the right shoulder. If you can take the threading of the left arm underneath with a full bind, take the other hand, lift up, lean back, and stack your shoulders. Release, inhale, take it back up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg, extend the triangle. Left hand to top the left shin. Slide it down further, or left hand directly down. Right palm reaching forward, right palm facing down. Then arcing the right hand out to right side and slightly behind you. Out to right and overhead. Out to right, behind you. Out to right and overhead. Out to right, behind you. Out to right, overhead, and stay here. Then lift the left arm to parallel your right. Both arms reaching forward. Your torso lifts a little bit higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee to outside the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist to left arm. Kick it back up, stepping your right foot forward. Warrior 1. Eagle arms, wrap the right arm underneath the left. Once you have that, lift the elbows up, gaze upwards with back bend. And then bow forward, devotional warrior variation with eagle arms. Up and down 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Stay forward folding. If you have more range, your fingertips can touch lift back up a little bit. Alright, so stay in the forward fold. Release your eagle arms. Walk your left hand back in space so that your left hand is about where your hips would be. And then lean the torso back. So the left hand should also be slightly away from you. So when you lean back, you end up with a 90-degree angle with your torso and your right leg. Raise your right arm up to twist. Half bind, right hand behind you. Draw the front of the right shoulder up and back. Then raise your right arm up, threading the needle. Right arm underneath the left to grab the left hip. Then lean the right shoulder to the inner right knee. Reach your left arm forward. Then reach your right arm forward as well. Take the gaze to the floor, half moon. Right hand forward about a foot, little bit off to right side. Right hand to a block or to a water bottle if you need it. Then tip forward and come into your half moon. Now keep your left arm parallel to the floor and reach forward to front room. Then also point the left toes and reach your left toes to the back of the room so that the left side is getting very lengthy. You may remain here. Those of you binding, bend your left knee to grab the outside of the left foot with your left hand. Then continue to stack your shoulders, stack your hips. If you have good balance here and want to take both hands to your left foot, go ahead and take it. Begin to release, break. Step it back, warrior two, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale one breath, exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Reach your fingertips back, reach your toes back. Lift the head, lift the upper back, lift your feet, lift your thighs. Once you're nicely balancing here, reach your fingertips back as well. And holding. 5, 4, keep the upper back lifting. 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down. Hands alongside the rib cage. Take it back to child's pose. Dolphin push-ups. Take the forearms down. Wrap the hands one over the other or interlace your fingers, right? And make a note of which thumb is on top. The next round, I'm going to ask you to take the other thumb on top, so it's your non-dominant interlacing of your hands. Your choice. Dolphin push-ups. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees and shift back into a forearm down dog. Right? Inhale. Draw the chin forward past your fist and dip down. Exhale. Press it all the way back. 5 times. Inhale. Forward and dip. Exhale. Press back up and back. Inhale. Forward and dip. Exhale. Press it back. 2 more times. Inhale. Forward and dip. Exhale. Press it back. Inhale. Forward. Exhale. Back. Take the knees back down. Releasing the hands. Down dog. Inhale, lift you up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee to touch outside of the left arm. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Touch your right arm. Kick it back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Wrap the left arm underneath the right. Eagle arms. Lift the elbows up, gaze upwards. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Stay forward folding. If you have a little more range, you can touch your fingertips toward the floor. If you have even more range, it could be your forearms. And lift back up slightly, still staying forward folding. And then releasing the arms. Walk your hands back, lean the upper torso back so that the left leg and the torso 90 degrees. Raise your left arm up and twisting with a half bind, left hand behind you, twist deeper. Then raise your left arm up, thread the left arm underneath to grab the right hip. Then lean the left shoulder to the inner left knee, right arm forward. Then also take the left arm forward. Take the gaze to the floor. Left hand forward about a foot, look off to left side, coming into half moon. Right fingertips reaching forward. Point the right toes, reaching back. Your right arm is about parallel to the floor. Remain here, or working to bend your right knee, grabbing the outside of the right foot. For your Chapasana, there's a half variation. If you're steadying your balance here, and can take both hands to your right foot for the full expression of that Chapasana, go ahead and take it. Begin to release. Step it back to Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back and lower all the way down to the belly. Bend your knees, reach back, grab your feet. On the inhale, lift the head, lift the upper back. Kick your feet, lift your thighs. Alright, so once you have this and you've steadied, you can intensify by kicking back more, lifting the upper back and isolate that movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Hands alongside the rib cage. Take it back to child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Take it back up. Lower your forearms. So this time, either wrapping with the other hand over your other hand into a fist, or interlace your fingers and make sure you take the other thumb on top. So you're non-dominant interlacing of your hands. It might feel a little bit awkward, right? So that's what we're looking for. Symmetry. What you do to one side, you do equally to the other side, so that this time it's your non-dominant thumb on top. Alright, so when you're ready, tuck the toes under, lift the knees, press it back to a forearm down dog. Inhale, take it forward and dip. Exhale, press it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 3 more times. Total of 5. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale all the way back. Knees down. Hands forward. Down dog. Step the left foot forward. Low lunge. Right foot forward. Stand forward bend. Take the feet together, knees together. Left hand to center. Bend your left knee, keep the right leg extended. Raise your right arm up to twist. Right hand behind you, half bind. Then raise your right arm up and then to the front of the room. Keep twisting. Take the gaze to the floor, reach your right hand forward, right? Keeping the right hand reaching forward. Now adjust your left hand a little bit wider to your left side. Revolve half moon, so it's your opposite handed foot. Left hand down, right foot down. Alright, you might want to bend your knees a little bit, then kick the left leg back, and then re-lengthen your right leg. So this variation of your revolved half moon, right arm reaching forward, left toes reaching back. Alright, then sweep the right hand behind you to grab the inside of the left foot. Kick it back for revolved Chapasana. If you want to take the balance, full balance on your right foot. Lift the torso. Reach your left arm forward, and this becomes revolved dancer. Start to break, step the left foot all the way back. Circle it up and around, warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, turn the right toes to left side. Organize your feet so your toes are just a little bit closer toward each other and your heels are just a bit wider. That gives you better extension to the outer legs, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift up for back bend to prepare. Come back to neutral. Start to tip forward, hinging at the hips. If you need to bend the knees a little bit, bend your knees a little bit. Otherwise, best you can, safely, just come forward and then let the hands touch down first, right? So now you have the support of the hands. Then press your fingertips down, re-lengthen on the inhale. Keep that lengthiness, but hinge at the hips to take you forward into your forward fold. Right? If you were working with bent knees, after you come forward a little bit, stabilize there and lengthen out the legs. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. So you can work progressively with bent knees. I'll give you about a good 8 deep breaths here. Working on additional variations you like, any kind of inversions. If you want to stay in the forward fold, you have many options here, right? You can stay in the simplified forward fold with your hands supporting. You can also turn your hands the other direction. So rotate your right hand outwardly, rotate your left hand outwardly, and walking behind your feet. And keep crawling the hands back in space and grip the palms down so that you can deepen your forward fold. So this should be a very intense stretch to your hamstrings. Right? It's also a slightly trickier balance. So make sure that you really ground and find a nice supportive position. If you want to take yogic toe lock or grabbing the heels to lengthen and fold with resistance. Pull against your heels, pull against your toes. You have another 4 deep breaths or so. Alrighty, let's begin to break. So, you're going to walk your hands slightly back forward, underneath your shoulders, gazes to the floor. Bend the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Shift the weight back toward your heels. Now, when you start to come up, think about lifting the head and the upper back. So you're coming through a straighter spine. Shift the weight back toward your heels. Use the strength of the legs to come up. Expand the arms. Turn the right toes back forward and bend the right knee. So now your right knee is in the proper functioning position. Flip the front palm, reverse. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back plank. Exhale, chaturanga level. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step. The right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, standing forward bend. Take the right hand to center, underneath your shoulders, right? So that's maybe about a foot forward. Then bend your left knee. So bend your right knee. Raise your left arm up to twist. Left palm to face down and reach forward. Then take the gaze to the floor. Walk your right hand slightly wider to the right side. Then bend both knees. Shift the weight to your left foot. Kick the right leg back. This is your revolved half moon. With the left arm reaching forward as a variation. You may remain here or sweep your left hand behind you to grab the inside of the right foot. Kick back. Keep the hips squared and the shoulders stacking. So the left side stacking over your right. Now you may stay here in this revolved Shavasana or shift the weight toward the left heel, lifting the torso, reach your right arm forward. And this is your revolved dancer. And step the right foot all the way back, circle it up, warrior two, lengthen out the left leg. Turn the left toes to the right side. So let's organize your feet a little bit. Look down. Make sure your toes are a little bit closer than your heels. Right? And then grounding through the heels down, getting a little bit better extension through the outer legs. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift up for the back bend. Broaden. Come back to vertical. Slight bending of the knees if you need it. Otherwise, full extension, nice and sturdy. Hinge at the hips, take it forward. Let the hands come down first. Once you have your hands down, re-lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, draw forward, and work progressively here. If you have your knees bent, then fold forward. Once you get a good fold, then you can lengthen out the legs, and then just work incrementally. Really be mindful about your hamstrings, not to overstretch your hamstrings. Right? So go easy here. And again, those of you working with your arm variations, you can turn the fingertips back, yogic toe lock, or grab the heels. Those of you inverting, you can invert again. Now, maybe you want to twist this time. Right hand to center, underneath your shoulders. Lift the left arm up to twist. Take the left hand back down, back to center, switch sides. Right arm up to twist. Take the right hand back down. Maybe stretching over to the left side. So left hand to the floor, right hand to grab the left ankle, anywhere along the leg, and fold toward that left leg. Take it back to center, other side. Back to center again. Coming out of the pose with your hands supporting on the floor. Bend at the knees and the seat drop a little bit. Shift the weight back toward your heels. When you start to think about coming up, lift the head and the upper back so you're coming through a straighter spine. Shift the weight back toward the heels. As you come up, through the strength of the legs, lift up, arms out toward T. Turn the left toes back forward. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg up. Left knee in toward the nose, land or shin to the floor for pigeon. Walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. Make sure your left thigh angles out to the left side, 30 to 45 degrees. Once you are here, lifting up, you're measuring that your pelvis is level to the floor. Your spine is pretty vertical. Once you're here and you're nice and balanced, you may not even need your hands for support. And then walking the hands forward, forearms down, and release. You can also take pillows with your hands. For those of you who want to stay here in your passive pigeon, keep it here nice and simple. Allow breath and gravity to help you with the hip opening. Those of you working with more variations, you can walk your hands back, lift the torso up. You may just stay up here and work on the back bend and extension of the right leg. You can also wrap the hands back behind you to add on more heart opening. You can side bend to the left. You can side bend to the right. Those of you working on your mermaids, go ahead and take it again. Otherwise, the rest of us will just stay here working on the pigeon pose in a much more passive position. So you have another 5 good breaths. All right, let's start to finish up. Walk it back in. All right, so we're going to take it into this standing pigeon here. Take the left seat down. Swing the right leg around. And you're probably a little bit off to the left side, so center your seat a little bit. Then bending the right knee, grabbing the right foot, and extend the right leg forward. This is your Kranchasana. If you cannot fully extend, then you can bend your right knee. Also, if we tend to round the spine a lot, I want you to think about lifting the chest, leaning the head slightly back, looking forward about 45 degrees or so. Kranchasana. Left hand, grab the outside of the right foot or the outside of the right leg if you have the knee bent. Now keep the gaze looking forward. I want you to keep the alignment of the right foot directly forward from the right hip. This leg does not travel side to side. Keep it aligned. Now as you keep the gaze looking forward, reach your right arm out and behind you. Now notice that the rotation can happen, right? Without you looking at your right hand. Looking forward is far more important to keep the alignment of that right leg. Right arm reaching back is almost automatic, and it is pretty easy to do that. Now, once you have the deepest twist, and you're feeling pretty stable, and the right leg is pretty much aligned, then move nothing else except you turn your gaze to the right and maybe behind you. Right, so this is a nice technique to keep your right leg extending forward with proper alignment. Otherwise, if you start looking back before you take the full extension, you end up having the right leg travel side to side, right? And then you lose the alignment. All right, look forward again. Bend your right knee. And take either a regular cross-leg position or take a half lotus, which is the top of the right foot to your left hip crease. And then even out the legs the best you can. Hands go slightly behind you and rotate your fingertips back, and that helps you to broaden your chest. Lift upwards for a slight back bend and holding it here. Keep the right knee working downwards if you have that half lotus. Otherwise, an even cross-leg position. 2 more breaths. Now keep that broadness, but look forward instead. Lean forward through the heart center, leaning forward your sternum. Now go as far forward as you can. Once you start rounding, I want you to stop. Keep that openness of the upper back and the chest. Then walk your hands forward. Continue to walk your hands forward. And keeping that openness of the chest, go as far as you can, and then hold it. Begin to make your way back up. So we're going to transition back through that pigeon. But whatever you're doing, whether you have a cross leg or a half lotus, you can extend the right leg forward and flex your foot. So this in particular is helping those of us who took a half lotus to neutralize the knee and the ankle. If you're taking cross-legged, it's not important, but it's a nice transition as well. Reach forward, and then reach your right leg all the way back, tuck the right toes under. Press your palms down, and then press back to your down dog, and walk it out side to side. Alright, take it back to down dog. Raise your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Draw the right knee in, land that shin to the floor. You're in a pointed right toe position. Right thigh angles out 30 to 45 degrees, out to right side. Support with your hands, inch your left knee further back, untuck the toes, walk your hands back some more. So you should be balancing on your right shin. Your hips should be pretty parallel, and your spine should be pretty vertical. With all that in place, you should feel pretty balanced here. You may not even need your hands for support. And when you're ready, taking it forward, either your forearms down, pillows with your hands, or forehead down, extending forward. So this is your pigeon pose. Right, so repeating the options that you took on the first side. Staying here in the passive position and just let gravity do the work. Those of you who took it into variations, work on the same variations. Right? Some of us just stay in a more vertical line with the torso and working on the back bend from there, a much more milder position, right? If you took the hands back behind you to interlace, take the other thumb on top for the back bend. If you took side bending, over to the right side, or side bending over to the left. If you took the mermaids, go ahead and take the mermaids. Alrighty, start to finish up your variations, and we'll take something together. So lift the torso back up. Take the right seat down, swing the left leg around. Now you'll probably shift over to the right a little bit, so make sure you recenter. Bend your left knee, grabbing your left foot with your hands on your side, and extend forward. So full extension or the left knee bent, it doesn't matter for this Kranchasana. More important is that you're extending forward with the left ankle lined up with the left hip. Alright, we're taking the twist. Actually, we held it here for a little bit. So lift your chest and looking forward at a diagonal. Alright, let's twist now. Right hand to outer left heel, or you can bend your left knee if you want. Now keep the gaze looking forward, right? You want to keep the left knee, left ankle lined up with the left hip. Keeping the gaze there, reach your left arm out and back, and the twist can happen independently. You can actually get a really nice deep twist without looking back, right? So now, once you have your deepest twist, feeling pretty stable, and you have the proper alignment, then, moving nothing else, you can turn to look behind you. Right, occasionally, if you feel like the front leg is moving, because you're not looking at it, you can always look forward to check your alignment, reposition, and then turn the gaze looking back again. Alright, let's start to break. Look forward again. Bend your left knee. Either comfortable cross-legged position or your half lotus. Top of the left foot to your right hip crease. Now, half lotus, for those of us with tight knees or ankles, it may be a little bit stressful. If that is the case, skip the half lotus. Take a regular cross-legged position instead. Alright, so wherever you are, hands behind you, fingertips rotate outwardly. That gives you a sense of broadness as you draw the shoulders back and lifting of the sternum up, gently looking up. So you're looking forward about 45 degrees or so, right? You don't have to look all the way up and crunch the back of the neck. Keep lengthiness instead. Now take the gaze, look forward, lean forward through the heart center. Keep that openness of the back of the chest and the slight back bend. Then start to walk your hands forward when you're ready and progressively work forward. Keep that lengthiness of the spine, right? As soon as you start rounding, I want you to keep come back a little bit and keep lifting the upper back instead. Start to walk back in. Support the left leg. Extend the left heel forward and flex your foot. Right, so this is your neutralization of the ankle and knee, especially if you took the half lotus. Alright? So start to transition back by reaching left foot back, tuck the toes under. Hands to the floor for support and press it up and walk it back to down dog, pedaling out the legs. Alright, walk your feet forward toward your hands. Take the seat down, extend the legs forward. Hands to either side as you lower all the way down. Let's draw the knees in toward the chest and hugging the knees in. Then take a quick happy baby, thread the arms to the inner knees and grab the outer feet. As you press your feet up, pull the feet down with your hands. Try to keep the lower back and the upper back all flat to the floor for that full extension, right? So now going into the hips. Alright, let's break. Step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward. Arms alongside. Shavasana. Let the feet separate about hips width. Toes turn out. And then when you're ready, let it all go. Start to reconnect to the breath, moving your fingers and toes. Reaching the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right and come up to a comfortable cross-leg position. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing the practice. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I really appreciate your time. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096. Payment's $10 per class, and $5 if you're having a difficult time right now. We can definitely work with that. Please share and let people know that the classes are happening, and please repost any social media postings that you see from me. Alright, so please share through word of mouth. I hope to see you again. Stay safe, be well. See you soon. Thank you.